Hi, I'm Grace. This is Kevin.
We are the store. You say that. You have to say that part.
Hi, I'm Grace. This is Kevin, and yeah, the stories.
We're comparing Kenyan and American culture to see what's different, but also what's similar. And today, apparently, there's some things that sometimes I say that confuse Grace. So we're going to talk about some of those things. And maybe a few things that Grace has said that I get confused by.
Okay.
Yeah, because it happens, okay. Yeah, like, has this ever happened to you? You're talking to somebody, you're having a great conversation, and suddenly they say something, you're like, I have no idea what this thing is that you just said. That happens to us fairly frequently. So, first off, let me say that we are not at home, obviously. We are in Atlantic City. I'm doing a gig. If you follow on social media, you've probably seen that. And that's also why I'm tired, because I actually played last night until 1 a.m. And I have to play again today until 1 a.m. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. By the time you see this, it'll all be over and I'll be well rested. But for right now, that's what's going on. So Grace has some phrases. She's got them on her phone, some things that have come up. And the first one actually has to do with my first visit to Kenya, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's like a Kenyan thing. It's a Nairobi thing.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so what is it?
So here, what you call bus stop, we have a different name for that.
Bus stop.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even call them buses. You call them matatus.
They are buses. Like,
you call them buses?
Yeah, if you're going like into the country, whatever, the village, you use a bus, not matatu.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So,
but you don't call them bus stops.
Not necessarily.
Or stations, bus stations?
Very rarely.
Okay.
Yeah, we call them stages.
Stages,
yeah.
Right. Right, I remember this.
So
you would say you were waiting at the stage.
Yeah, I'm alighting at this stage.
Alighting at this, listen to that. Alighting at the stage.
What do you say when you're hopping off the bus?
I'm getting off the bus.
Okay.
And maybe there are people who use the word alight, but it sounds very quaint, I think, in America at least.
Yeah.
All right, so stages.
The second one is theater. Like
Is this all related to theater things, like stage, theater?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, because the stage, if you said to somebody here, I'll meet you at the stage, you would be talking about like the stage of a theater or that. But now you're saying that even the word theater means something different in Kenya.
Yeah, and I feel in the UK as well. Like, I had surgery recently and I was taken into a theater. Also, like, I had surgery recently and I was taken into the theater.
No, I took you to a hospital.
In the hospital where the surgery is performed is a theater.
We call it the OR, the operating room.
Or.
No, OR.
And also, we say theater for lecture rooms or auditoriums. I'm going to theater for this lesson or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in America, a theater is a very specific kind of thing. Either it's a dramatic theater, a place where plays are done, musicals. Theater.
Huh?
Theater. Or in parts of America, they say theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Theater. So also movie cinemas, we also call theaters, which can be a little confusing. Like, I'm going to the movie theater. I'm going to the theater.
Yeah.
And I think that's all the contexts in which we would use the word theater. I guess there is such a thing as an operating theater, but I think it has a connotation of a place where med students are learning. They're observing an operation in process. And so that would be, I guess, in a theater. But I don't know. Maybe, is there one I've left out? Maybe. I'm not sure. But so theater specifically, if I said to a Kenyan, I'm going to the theater, they would think that I am going in for surgery.
Or a lecture. Yeah.
Or a lecture.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we would call that a lecture hall. We wouldn't, or an auditorium.
Yeah, we use auditoriums too. interchangeably. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's that. Another thing that's come up is, so this is a thing I had you telling your dad when he came to visit, and I was like, what is going on with Richie? So you said, I think you said, I'm gonna hang a Richie.
Huh?
Hang a Richie. I don't know.
Oh yeah. No, it's probably I was giving directions.
Yeah, I think you're giving him directions to our apartment, and I was like, who is Richie? We have an extra guest who's coming to hang out with us. I didn't know what was going on. So what is it?
You had never heard that expression before. Have you heard this expression? So yeah, it's a little, I don't know that it's used as much anymore. In America, it's kind of an older thing. But like, if you're giving somebody directions, you say, okay, walk down Main Street until you get to the end, and then hang a Richie, or hang a Louie. And what you're saying is turn right or turn left. So hang a Richie would be to go right, and hang a Louie would be to go left. And it's just using the first letter. That's all it is.
Hang a right and hang a left.
Yeah. So it's sort of, I don't know that it's used as much anymore, but I was probably, when I was giving directions to my dad, I knew that was something he would understand. And so I was using, you know how like when you talk to certain people, you use certain kinds of language?
Right.
And so I was using that kind of language with my dad to help him understand. Not that he wouldn't understand if I said go right, go left, but it was in his, vernacular to do that. So.
Trying to be cool, you did that.
Well, or just like when you're trying to talk on the same level as somebody else.
Yeah.
Like even the way that I talk with you is different than the way that I talk with, my friends necessarily, or the way that I talk. Well, think about the way I talk with Tobin. Like we have almost a whole other language that we speak.
I'm not gonna complain about not being talked to that anyway. Yeah.
Anyway, hang a Richie, hang a Louie. Try it out. See if it works with you and your friends.
I'm just gonna hang a Richie. Anyway, yeah. So the next one is check out. Like, check out. Yeah. When I came here, I got confused. Like, what check what out? Because
in what context?
I think we're in a shop and like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the checkout, something like that. So like, what? Check what out? But I think checkout means a cashier. We say cashier. I'm going to the cashier.
Okay, we say cashier too.
Oh really?
Yeah. When I worked at Barnes & Noble, I would sometimes work as a cashier.
But that specific place you pay.
Yeah.
So why do they say checkout a lot here?
That's just what, I don't know. Checkout.
Cool.
Checkout. I think maybe it's used more in supermarkets or grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
Checkout. Cashier. I don't know. But you're saying the phrase, using this word checkout was a thing that was confusing to you.
Yeah, check out. What?
Check out. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from.
Okay. Anyway.
It's funny because when you first said check out, I thought you meant like when you go to a library, you check out books.
Yeah, it's the same thing, right? As it's used in the shops.
Huh?
I don't know what you're using. Yeah, like when you're in a grocery store checking out the food, I think, whatever you've bought.
Well, yeah, I think when you go to a library and you're checking out books, the connotation is you're checking them out because you're going to check them back in.
Okay.
Like a coat check. I'm going to check my coat. Checking my coat in, and then I'm going to check my coat out when I leave.
Cool.
I don't know.
All right, next.
Yeah.
So, when you're flying to a place and before you get to where you want to go to, you stop somewhere to change from one plane to another. I refer to that as transiting.
So the action of going to another airport, waiting there, and then going to another airport.
Transit or transiting.
Okay.
You use a different word for that.
Transiting.
You say layover.
Oh, laying over.
Yeah.
When you have a layover.
Yeah.
When you have a layover, you are waiting in an airport for another plane, for a connecting flight or whatever.
Right. We say transit.
So the layover is the amount of time between when you land and when you leave again. We call that layover.
It's different. You say layover, I say transit. So.
Well, why transiting? Why
I
transit?
don't know. That's how
Because to me, transit is like the bus or the subway. That's transit. That's public transit.
Like public transport. Great.
You don't want to. You don't want to try to help to figure out what transiting is?
No, we just call it transit. Like when what you refer to as a layover, we call it transit.
Yeah, I'm asking you why.
I don't know. That's how things are.
Okay. You have no curiosity as to why you call it
How
transiting?
long are you transiting for? You say like an hour or 2.
Yeah.
But you say how long is your layover, right? Say an hour.
See, if you said transiting to me, I would think that you're going somewhere.
Yeah. You're going somewhere, so you transit.
No, but you're not. You're saying that transiting is not going anywhere. So you would say, I am transiting.
Yes, in Dubai.
In Dubai.
Yes.
So what I was trying to say is, if you said that to me or to an American, they would think that you're moving around Dubai. Like you're taking the public transit around Dubai. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the difference.
Yeah, but I'm...
Grace, I'm tired. Can you help me, please? I can't.
You can't just say, oh, because it's just called that. Like,
But that's what it's called.
no,
It's
I understand, but...
Me asking you, why is it called layover?
And you know what
laying over? I think, I'm not sure why, but maybe you're transitioning from one plane to another.
Okay, this is good. That's a great explanation.
I think I just made this up. I don't
That's
think
good. So that makes sense then.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this idea of within the airport, you're moving from one place to another.
Yes.
So there is movement. See, that wasn't so hard.
I made it up, but maybe
That's good though. But somebody out there, you can let us know if you think that's right or wrong. Okay. Oh gosh. You said something, I think it was yesterday, that I had no idea what you were talking about.
So yeah, yesterday there's so many people wearing the same kind of material outfit, and I call that kind of material a sequin. And so I was asking you why is everyone wearing sequins today, and you're like, what are they wearing?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, yeah, that material that has, I think it's plastic and whatever.
So we say sequins.
Like sequences.
Wow, well, this has been a lot, folks. Do you have expressions that you've heard that you have scratched your head over? Maybe things you've heard in Kenya, things you've heard in America, things you've heard anywhere. I don't know, do they have weird expressions for laying over or transiting at an airport?
While wearing sequins.
I don't know. I try not to draw attention to myself in the airport, so. Anyway, drop us a comment down below. Let us know what you think. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, hit the little bell to get our notifications, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more, because thumbs ups are good. We like thumbs ups. I'm giving us thumbs ups. This is my thumbs up stance. And until next time, Kwa Harry.
Bye.
Can I sleep now?
I didn't even know you were tired.